Crocodiles are the largest reptiles on the planet and are considered to be more aggressive and dangerous than alligators. Where do crocodiles live? What makes them so deadly and dangerous? Join us as we reveal the tips and tricks to survive a crocodile attack. The easiest way to stay safe from crocodile attacks is to stay well away from them altogether. So where do they live? Crocodiles are found almost all around the world. Northern South America, the West Indies, Mexico, Central America, the East Indies, Southeast Asia, India, Sri Lanka, Madagascar, south of the Sahara, Africa, and most importantly, Northern Australia are places you would find crocodiles if you were planning to test out some survival tactics. We don't recommend you go and try out the self-defense tricks you learn online. These are in case you ever need to get out of certain death or extreme injury. So unless you like the scary-looking giant lizards, make sure you know where not to go if you're traveling to any of the places we mentioned. And if for some reason going to one of these places is necessary, here are a few things you should look out for to make sure you don't come face to face with the deadly beast. The Northern Territories in Australia are the best place to go if you're looking to get a glimpse of the largest reptile on Earth. The NT is a well-developed area, and the authorities there have followed all the procedures for making your experiences as safe as possible. The only thing tourists and locals need to do is follow the rules. Make sure you only swim in the areas that have been checked and deemed safe for swimming. In the NT, there are over 100,000 crocodiles for you to marvel at, and quite possibly for you to be chopped to bits. Just kidding. If a body of water doesn't have a crocodile warning, it doesn't mean it is safe. Crocodiles like to live in freshwater bodies like lakes and rivers. They don't mind brackish water or salt water either, so there is no telling what may be in the water you're about to jump in. Look for designated safe swimming areas, and if there are none around, keep your clothes on. These rules are put there for your safety, and if you choose not to follow them, there is no telling what might happen. Think of all the people who had to check the whole area for crocodiles and put up signs that make sure the people stay safe. Avoiding getting on the bad side of a crocodile is all good enough, but what makes these crocodiles so dangerous to face? Did you know that crocodiles don't chew? How can an animal that can't chew be so deadly? Well, look at it this way. It doesn't chew, it just swallows. Crocodiles have extremely powerful jaws and mouths, full of very sharp teeth. These jaws are so strong that once they grab a hold of a buffalo's leg, they won't let go, no matter how much it kicks or jumps around. But here's the most twisted part, pun intended. When crocodiles want to capture their prey, two of them team up. One grabs the prey by one end and the other by the other end, and they both twist the prey in opposite directions until it breaks in the middle. After that, both eat their portions. You know what they say, it's always better to work in teams because teamwork makes the dream work. And in this case, teamwork kills their prey much faster. If you do get bit by a crocodile, you will most likely suffer from a lot of tissue damage as well as blood loss, and the bite can also quickly lead to a deadly infection. This is because these wild animals harbor an exorbitant amount of bacteria in their mouths, and even a bite as small as a pinprick can quickly result in an infection that may last for many weeks. So be careful, because bites from crocodiles are usually fatal, and at the very least, they give you infection with Burkholderia pseudomalia, which is essentially due to the contaminated environment that they reside in. And let's not even mention the pain that comes with being bitten. It will be like part of your body is being amputated and will be simply unbearable. Can you imagine? That sharp set of teeth digging into your flesh? Just the thought of it makes us queasy. Either way, it is bad news, and it's best to just stay away where it is safe. Trust us, you wouldn't want to be bit by the crocodile if your life depended on it. However, if by some extremely bad fortune you have an encounter with a crocodile, there are ways to survive it. Research shows that there are around 1,000 crocodile attacks a year that prove to be fatal, and these numbers are greater in tropical areas like Africa and Southeast Asia. So please listen carefully. First of all, the best way to survive an encounter with a crocodile is to never put yourself in that situation in the first place. When you are in a location that has proximity to a crocodile presence, take extra care and get out of there. Crocodiles usually live in tropical regions such as Africa, Asia, and America, so do your due diligence before visiting a tropical space. But let's assume you forgot that first part and find yourself face to face with a crocodile. What should you do? Over 90% of crocodile attacks happen near water, and such water is usually slow-moving with a lot of mud and vegetation. This also makes it incredibly hard to spot the crocodile before it attacks you. So if you're on a boat in a swamp or a marsh, keep your eyes open for anything lurking in the water. Additionally, keep some sort of weapon with you can use in case the crocodile jumps you. Crocodiles are also most active around dusk and during the nighttime, so make sure to stay away at these 2 times of the day. If you ever see a crocodile, stay as far away from it as possible. Australian wildlife officials have stated that the minimum safe distance that you should keep from crocodiles in the water is at least 25 meters, whereas a boat, you should stay at least 10 meters away. This is because large crocodiles can hurl themselves at you in the water at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, and you won't even see them coming. In the case of falling into water where crocodiles live, do not make splashes and don't start shouting instantly. Instead, keep calm and slowly swim towards the shore. The more water you splash and the sounds you make, the more you will invite a crocodile towards you. The same applies to a crocodile spotted on land. Stay calm and depart the area slowly. Never in a million years should you provoke a crocodile further by trying to attack it or scaring it away. Just get yourself to a safe distance and then call local wildlife authorities to have the crocodile removed. If a crocodile is charging at you at full speed, you better run for your life. The top land speed for a crocodile is only 17 kilometers per hour, which isn't too much to outrun. Just make sure to move fast and run in a straight line, and you should be safe. And finally, if a crocodile is already up in your face, the best way to protect yourself is to attack its eyes, which are the most vulnerable part of a crocodile's body. You can use a stick or even poke their eyes with your hand, but do not give up until you are free, or you will die. Another place that you can aim for is the crocodile's head. The more blows that you can register on its head, the higher chance you have that it will eventually leave you alone and give up. Furthermore, if there are other people present in your proximity, try shouting for help and maybe someone will come to your aid. 2 people against 1 crocodile are always better than 1. Alternatively, you can also attack the palatal valve behind the crocodile's tongue. This is especially useful if the crocodile has dragged you underwater. As your last chance of survival, you would want to grab hold of this valve, which is the flap of tissue behind the tongue. Once you've held on tight, water will flow into the crocodile's throat and it will be forced to release you from its grip. If by some miracle you survive the crocodile attack but have been bitten, instantly seek medical attention to avoid loss of tissue, blood, and infection. But congratulations on making it. You now have the best story to tell the next generations. Crocodiles are one of the most lethal animals on the planet, and they are most rampant in tropical areas. If you ever find yourself face to face with one, try not to make yourself noticeable. But once you have been noticed, you better run like your life depends on it.